see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the #1 team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give from the gun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push. Some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Stribling. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got a first down. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He breaks a tackle. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
Intercepted, number 19. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Diggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Shoots it to the left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
And quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
The short hands, it's Strickland. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. It's as if you're in golf in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Now remember, they were stopped on fourth down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Rebels will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's going to fire deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. with a 2nd and long.
I really got to write down this goddamn.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes the heat.
Give me those.
Turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down a short return.
Let's go, Stewie.
Comes out on top with a pick.
We'll take the react.
Team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here.
I did not want to hold that.
Spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Diggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Simmons. Get it out.
Oh, what a play, Clowney.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's...
He'll off one deep down the left side.
All right, don't jump.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And the ball squirted out. Once that ball was loose.
No, Swain got hurt. It was Swain that got hurt. This nigga tore his fucking Achilles, bruh. Oh my fucking God.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make.
Oh, this nigga tore his fucking Achilles in a fucking CPU game, bruh.
Can't find his man as he took a shot.
Ah, you gotta love this game, bruh. In a fucking CPU game, dog.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. He's loose. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Oh, boy.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Oh, man, bro.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they
Thank you. Get this nigga out the game.
Well, this defense was ready for go-goes against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the two.
This should be 100-7.
Find some fresh air. This drive comes from their own 41. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there.
See, they got these corners all fucked up.
They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Swings it out to the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Brown. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Turning it on. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Grant. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Oh, they keep putting this fucking corner, this wide receiver out here, bro. Like, no matter how much I move this nigga, they keep putting this nigga in the game. And when he in the game, this nigga don't jump.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
And the Rebels are on the move. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. They'll try it again from the run on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a
I didn't even know I
touchdowns.
could perfect on the
This
ball.
might get them started. This
Maybe
might
I
get
can't.
the energy going.
I wasn't
Maybe
trying to,
rattle the
though.
quarterback a little bit with that sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. It's complete.
Why did you spin?
In the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18.
One of the things you love about this running back is
feel like
not
I
only
put
can he
even
run
the
between the tackles, but he's
joystick
also a
bad,
weapon
bro.
in this offense catching the football.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. Oh, not a space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough for the first. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Why didn't he get a ball?
Quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Sellers. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Yeah.
Taking it the other way.
Guess we can just, run into my receiver.
The 20.
That's cool.
The 10.
This nigga celebrating getting beat on 40-0.
Touchdown, Rebels.
I feel it. I was doing the same
It is
thing.
one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got a man, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
I threw it on the inside shoulder, fellas.
Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Lots of running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Rebels in the hurry up. Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
Oh, good defense, Thomas.
The connection and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Grant. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum.
Got it in stride at the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Pocket breaking down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Grant. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep him covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. to throw. It's Sellers. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires on the move. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Maryland. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's dribbling. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Grant. Bringing the heat. Deep throw off his back foot. Makes the grab deep. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividend.
There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest. And
the ball's free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle. Back on the line. Make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
The Rebels want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be
I wish
at the
they would
2
just
after the big play
put
in the
the
passing
people
game.
in the game that are supposed to be.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeps it on the draw. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to barge in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Going over the top. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better.
Gonna let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, oh man, I love the patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Grant. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Hard running there. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And the offense got away with more there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He's got the tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. He'll pull it on the read. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Here comes the field goal unit.
There's no way this is going to happen.
And he'll try it from the right.
There's no way. They're just kidding, right? They're just kidding, right?
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Two Pacificas in a gauntlet?
Coming out with it, it's Diggs. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Wasting no time.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Quickly complete. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass. It's Grant. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can do it.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs.
Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again.
And my best day with my best wide receiver.
Continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the ground game. Creates a little room. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the run, still looking. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Sellers. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but this.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Diggs. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And the Ole Miss offense will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The DBs will back off a bit. Off play action. Quarterback moving. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Second down now after the sack. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. One more play to pad the stats. That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect.